I feel like there's so much room for activities on this couch.
Okay, pause.
Whatever you exported the other day, it was like 1,500 songs or 2,000 songs.
And that's just this computer. I'll cheers to that.
Cheers, brother.
I feel the same. I've already got enough out of this to last me a lifetime.
Studio 13X Unplugged Convos.
Welcome back to Unplugged Convos. I'm Cam.
And I'm Trace.
This is episode number 15, and today we are celebrating an album release and some achievements.
I'll cheers to that.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
But yeah, I think the main point of our discussion today is kind of how we got to this point where we just put out a 33-song album coming out Thursday, February 22nd. So it'll probably be released by the time this comes out. But this is just celebrating the fact that we got here, all the hard work it took to get here, and I think we're going to get into some conversations just about our side of the story.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, because it was a lot of work, dude. I've just been on the outside looking in. You've been creating all this shit, and it's taken, a year of your life?
Some of them are like 4 years old, but for the most part, it's probably been the last year.
Because
there was one that I said, I ain't talking about my kids. I ain't even got no kids yet. And then I had to remember I showed you I came back in and said
you were talking over it.
Right. I had to cut the beat and let them know I said obviously I do have a daughter,
right,
but she's on the beginning of the album, so.
Yeah, that's crazy how much life changes in that time period.
For real. And I mean, you've been a major part of the whole development, just everything we've been a part of, meeting up and having meetings with Nice and having the support from them. I mean, I'm so excited to get this out because I've held so much music in the vaults the last, 4 years, you know?
Yeah, you got I think we did it on whatever you exported the other day. It was like 1,500 songs or 2,000 songs.
And that's just this computer. I had a whole other computer that I started with, and I spilled a seltzer on it.
Oh, no.
And it lost everything.
Oh, my. That is insane.
Right? But that just goes to show these 33 songs aren't just about those 33 songs. It's about the whole I would
journey.
Say 2,000 now, just talking about songs made. And it's every single one of the songs I've ever made, every scratch vocal I've ever laid down led into everything that went into that album, every video we've made, everything.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. And how long is the album in total?
It is 1 hour and 33 minutes.
Damn, that's crazy. Of course it's 1 hour 33.
Right. It was 1 hour 36 for the longest time because I had it all in a Apple Music folder and it told the length of it. But when I made the finalizations and mixed some more songs and cut here and there out, added a different song, did all that, it was 1 hour and 33 just naturally. And I said, yeah, that feels right.
Wow.
Because, what is that? That's 93 minutes. Just in minutes. And I love that. That's...
Yeah.
Those are my numbers right there. Anything divisible by 3.
Yeah. That's crazy. So, how have you stayed inspired this whole time to just keep going?
Man, I think it's just... I have such a love for the process. It's so therapeutic to me to make music. So it's not even... I didn't have in mind that these songs were going on an album when I made a single one of these songs. I just kind of looked back and I knew I wanted to put out a big piece of work. So I kind of took a step back and started listening. And that's when you can really tell if you like the song or not. Because I've already talked about how every new song I make, I think it's the best one because I utilized a new way of doing a certain thing,
Exactly, yeah.
And
we've had that conversation many times.
Right. And as much as I do believe it's my best song yet, if I get a little bit of separation and then listen to the batch of songs I recorded in the same time period as that song, I might realize I like a different one better longevely.
Right. So just like over time, you realize the love for these songs grows deeper and deeper,
Right.
and it like motivates you more
Yeah.
and more.
Because, that's what I was trying to wrap up. I think I started rambling, but the reason I get motivated is because I love doing it, and it helps me talk about a point I'm at in life.
Yeah.
And the part I might even love more than just making the music, because sometimes that feels like work, is getting that time to step back. That motivates me so much, because it's like, that was these 33. What about the next 33 that I get to sit back and, because that's what I'm making right now. I've made 15
you
songs
have
the last
you
2
could do
3
this
weeks.
20 times over and be good.
Because I love it, and it's therapeutic. I get to talk about exactly what's going on, and I think I battle with trying to be as vulnerable as I can, but also being cocky a little bit. You gotta be.
True. Yeah. I mean, you're an artist too, so you gotta be stuck in your ways a little bit. You gotta be almost delusional to kind of go after this shit sometimes.
I feel like it's the same way with anything, though.
True.
That's
True.
people look at us like we're delusional because we talk like we have a thriving business, and they're,
Right.
what do you mean? I've never heard of you. And it's, okay, well, you will in a few years if you
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah. It's not that hard to grasp when you're in the trenches every day
Right.
doing the work.
It doesn't seem so delusional whenever we see ourselves put all that work in. It seems a little delusional that it hasn't worked out yet,
Yeah, honestly, it does. It's crazy to look back and see the multitude of work that just didn't work.
That's, probably 90% of it is stuff that we really wanted to work and it didn't work. But then that 10% that did work is because we learned from it,
No, you had to learn from the first 100% that was like a couple years ago, and then you had to take from that what you could and then move on.
Right.
And then it's like so many different challenges along the way that have shaped our decisions that we make now.
Right. Yeah.
And that's one thing that I do like to look back at as well, because we have changed just the way we think about situations in general.
100%. Yeah. What do you think is your biggest takeaway from a challenge we've overcome so far? What's the challenge first?
See, I thought that I had good patience. Like, I thought I was patient. But this has taught me true patience. Like, what it means to actually build something and what it means to see where something could go and actually believe in it and try and truly put your heart and soul into it. Because there's been other times in my life where, I felt motivated for a week or a month even at a time, even a year. And it's let me down in the past. And I just don't. I mean, this has already done enough for me to not let me down. So I see it giving me like almost superpowers in a way, because I'm learning so much through the process.
Right. I feel like it just gives you so much freedom of knowing you're trying,
Yeah.
It frees a certain part of your soul that it's hard to describe in words, but
Yeah, you don't know parts of you are restricted until you fully let them go.
Right.
And sometimes it takes something like this, or like an outside source, for you to see the unseen.
Right. I feel like it always does. It takes just effort. Sometimes not even effort, just thought in general. Just putting a certain type of sentence in your mind. Manifesting, wanting to better in all areas.
Yeah, manifestation's real as hell. I mean,
we manifested this.
Yeah, I told you multiple times that I wanted to be a TV star as a kid. Sorry, I can't talk. But a TV star as a kid, and this is me fully living that out through my adulthood, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to make movies. I've always wanted to be involved in stuff like this.
Where'd that start from?
Just from my childhood watching like Drake and Josh and like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and those shows on Disney Channel and Cartoon Network even, and just watching movies and stuff, I'd always get inspired. I think the first time I ever thought like that was whenever Little Bow Wow had their show with Master P, and it was just them living in their mansion. It was like a reality, like the first version of reality TV. And I saw how they were living, and bros 14, 15, my age, and I just got stuck on it. I was like, damn, if I see that in the world, I know I could possibly someday have that as well. I know it's not here right now, but if it's there, then I could possibly get there.
Right.
Or it made me start thinking on the track of like, oh, if I could be an actor or a singer or something that can produce high income.
Right. Well, that's a perfect description of inspiration, because you saw that and you got inspired and realized it was attainable, you know? And then that led to, and it might even be your subconscious over the years led you in this direction, you know? And
True.
Somehow from those feelings, this all happened, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. It probably was my subconscious because I hadn't thought about it in so long. Right. You know, like I was very young and I kind of wrote that to the side and never thought about picking it up.
Right.
And now it just found me.
Yeah. That's how the best stuff happens.
Yeah. What's your biggest takeaway from all of this?
I would say just consistency, you know, because as much as it doesn't feel like something's working, if you do it for a year straight, things will change, you know. And we kind of got to the point where we're over a year now, and I don't think we've slowed down. I mean, we've hit maybe a week or two, like, bumps. Mm-hmm. But then we pick it up harder than before after that, because we're like, we need to get on our shit. Mm-hmm. And just the whole consistency has brought us so many benefits, and it's incredible how much we've improved. And I really just think it's because every time
we're doing it right over and over.
Every time we need to get something done, we're working hard to get it done. And
facts.
And we just put a certain importance on our aspirations, I feel like.
Yeah, priorities were a big thing for me as well. I never had any priorities. Like, my shit was so off. Now my shit's still off, but I at least acknowledge that it's off.
Right. No, that's powerful.
Because I think in that acknowledgement, I am making those decisions to not fuck up and to be a better person. But it's tough.
Yeah, of course. But I do think that is the one difference between someone that has a chance of improving and someone that doesn't, is noticing there's areas to improve. And I think it's a case for a lot of people nowadays that they hide everything, you know, and we hide from stuff too. There's certain things, but we're putting in an active effort not only to get better career-wise and money-wise, but to really better ourselves as people, you know?
Yeah, that is true.
And I think it just takes that active effort. And over time, I mean, we're so young, bro. Mm-hmm. Once we look up when we are coming up on 30, I mean, just imagine that. A couple more years of doing this. We are going to be completely different people again. We're going to be sitting here looking at these people we are right now and be
amazed.
Right. We're going to be like, damn, we were just
but it's going
to
pay off. That's the whole thing, is I know it's going to pay off. It already has paid off.
Right. It really has. Like you said, I feel the same. I've already got enough out of this to last me a lifetime. Mm-hmm. But what I've got out of it has made me so hungry for more, you know? Yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, we tried. Right. I'm good with that. Nah, we're going to finish the job. Yeah. We've done too much.
We've came too far to give up now.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I'd ever give up. Like, it's just not in my mental.
Mm-mm. There's not a possibility of me giving up. I'll die. I'll die first.
Facts.
100%. I want it.
Gotta want it.
I feel like tonight we were kind of just celebrating.
True, yeah. I mean, it's been a long journey.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have a pit stop in the road.
Right. I mean, I would love to. I think we should ask their opinion. What is some type of content that you guys would like to see on podcasts? Would you like us to be more informative, less informative, more entertainment? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's all different things that we could do. We're gonna have more guests. We're gonna have different varieties of people on the show, but we want to fulfill our audience. We want to make sure that we're doing what you guys like and love.
Right. We really do, because, I mean, none of this works without the people that tell us, hey, I watched some of your podcasts the other day. Hey, I listened to it while I was cleaning my room, and it's like, that's why we do it. So we want to make that room cleaning experience listening to a podcast the best it could be. So we would love if you guys told us even just topics.
Yeah, so suggestion box is open in the comments right
Yes,
now.
sir.
Even if you say that I have a big head and we both suck at public speaking, you could
We'll
drop
probably-
that down there.
Right. we could
we'll
make a
take
whole
it.
podcast out of that.
Yeah.
How to take hate.
Yeah.
I've already made a little prelude one, but I never posted it.
A prelude.
Prelude.
But yeah, I mean 33 song album coming out on Friday, February 22nd. Be there or be square.
Appreciate y'all. I think we're going to make tonight a short one. We're going to come back heavy next week with,
Heavy hitters.
is it Plez? Is that his
Yeah,
artist name?
I think it's
What does
Plez.
he drop music as, though?
Prince
Prince Ali?
Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having Prince Ali on and D-Web.
Yep. Catch y'all next week. It was a good talk tonight. Catch the album if you can.
Are you for real? Used to be. Peace. No, let's make it right now. We gotta be like, and have a 13x time. What should we say? Let's make something.
All right,
Get
I'm
to-
Cam. I'm Cam.
I'm Chase, and we get to the money.
That's so ass.
And we get to the money. Bro, why you snap so quick? It's
And we
gotta.
get to the money.
Oh my god.